What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joe Fan coming at you with a brand new video. It's been such a long time since I've done a video. I've been super busy, but there's so much gear that's like 2023 has been blowing my mind. I've been using so much old stuff. I sold all my top gear. I sold my MPCX. I sold my DENON Prime. I sold all my top gear. I got into the video world a lot, but my turntables are taking a beating. My old mixer, the buttons are falling off, knobs are falling off. So I need to actually upgrade really soon. But I have so much to decide from now. Do I go the Motorize Platter route? Do I just go with all the new functions of the stems? Like, there's so many options to choose from. And yeah, I'm going to know what your guys' opinions are, so you guys have to let me know down in the comments. But let's discuss what came out in 2023, because there's so many controllers, from flagship ones to even the entry level ones. And there's so much to choose from now. So it's like, where do you start? Where do you begin? First, I'll start with the Motorized Platters. We got the Rev 7 by Pioneer, which is an amazing controller. I'm a motorized head all the way. I love the feel of turntables and everything. So I'm really looking at that still. Even though that's the highest price still, that I kind of want to go at that price range. Even though they came out with the other flagship, which is that Opus Quad. I know I probably said it wrong, the Opus Quad, which is like, looks like a little cool little alien looking workshop, standalone, that Pioneer came up. Yeah, it looks gorgeous, it looks awesome. It's got a lot of cool features, but it ain't worth the price tag. I'm sorry, but it's really not. It's the closest thing to it that's expensive is CDJ's level. At that point, if you're gonna dish out that much, you might as well start going with CDJs, in my personal opinion. But it is a nice controller, looks gorgeous. Yeah, are you really gonna use all those bells and whistles? Maybe. It's up to you. Everyone's different. Now you got more standalone options. You still got your DENON Prime series CD players as well too. Those are so great options. But now you got the Numark Mixstream Pro, which they have the new one now, which actually has a battery built into it, so now it's more portable, which is really cool, I guess, for certain aspects of it. What I would like about it, I think would be a great for it, is if you're doing ceremonies, cocktails, stuff like that, something we still want to get like a nice vibe to, even maybe an outdoor party. Maybe if you're doing two setups, I think if like a cool two setup type of controller to have, kind of like as a backup, or just to have as a second controller, for, like I said, for either ceremonies or something else. Or if you're just a bedroom DJ and you just want to practice because it has the speakers built in, that's cool. You know, it's got a little like little mini boombox, I guess you could say, a little Bluetooth speaker to it, I guess, to practice, or just to throw outside. Maybe if you're just trying to get into DJing, you don't have all the bells and whistles for everything. But mostly if you're gonna do a party, you need real speakers, not, you know, a little boombox speaker inside your controller. It's kind of like, I see more purpose when they made it with for the MPC Live. It just makes sense. You're creating beats on the go, and you can actually hear the beat. Like, that makes more sense to me than anything. But the DJ world, it's like, I guess if you're just practicing, if you want to practice out and about somewhere, I guess that's what it's good for. So the Numark Machine, if you're looking for something versatile, it's still got a good punch to it. It's still got a good quality to it. You still can use it on a professional level when you can connect it to other speakers, because it does have it built in with the engine software that it does use. So it's still great to use because it's still standalone and you can still kind of do what you need to do with it. So if you're going with that route, I say check out that route. Definitely, I love standalone units. It's really good when you don't need a laptop. You can kind of just go with it. And it's really good feature to have. You know, Pioneer's got their standalones, but it's just not as par to the other ones. I'm sorry. I love Pioneer though. Their build effects are amazing, especially when they have the onboard effects. But now it's really coming down to the main flagship controllers and which people are going. Because now you got the Rane 4, right? And I love the Rane 4 concept. If that was Motorized Platters, I would have been all over for it. I would have been on it. And they didn't do it this time around because they said majority of people don't really use it. So they rather punch the features with the stem features. And then Pioneer came out with their own, with the FLX 10, which I think is amazing. That's actually like my top controller because you can do so much with this controller. It's ridiculous the amount of stuff you do between your stems, from breaking down the drums, the acapellas. And it's just beautifully laid out. You get all the great Pioneer effects. It's really a great flagship controller that Pioneer came out with. And then the Rev 7, you're paying for that additional $400 or $500 for the Motorized Platter, but you don't get any of the cool stem features built onto the board. You're gonna have to map that out through Serato. So it's kind of like, which way do I go in this sense? I do like the Pioneer, the FLX models 10. They're great because they work on both Serato and Rekordbox. And the club that I work at, one of the DJs, he uses Rekordbox. I'm a Serato user, so it's kind of good to have that versatility where you can kind of use one or the other. So no matter what situation you're in, if you go to a setting where they only have Rekordbox set up or something, you know, you're good to go. or if they just grab sorrow. So I like that controller a lot. I really do. For that price tag, it's a good price tag too. And I think there's a lot of people going with that route. The Rane 4 is an awesome option. Everyone's loving the Rane 4. So I see that those are the two controllers that are sending out like crazy. But for some reason, like I said, I'm not a turntable, so I just love the feel of even just doing basic baby scratches on it. And just the feel of that platter, motorized platter, it just brings me back to the good times. That's why I like it. Right now, I'm still using my Reloop RP8000, not even the Mark II, the original one, with some Mixar's discontinued mixer that's falling apart. That's why I kind of gotta get something like ASAP. So I'm still trying to decide which way to go because 2023 just came out. Boom, we got controllers after controllers after controllers from low budget ones, Pioneer Rev 1, and then like I said, you got the Pioneer Rev 7, and so it's like wow. So you got really low cost. Then you got the middle of like the Numark Mix Stream, which I say in the middle. You still got your Prime series, so you still got all the Prime Goes, the Prime 2s, the Prime 4s. You still got the other cool things that they have is LC 6000s. They usually pair that up with the other Denon flagship player, which is like the 6000M or just the regular 6000. You compare it with the LC 6000. So it's kind of cool that you can just do it like that. And so you got that as options. But yeah, so just so many cool options to choose from. It's just like I want to know what you guys been choosing lately because it's like the buyer market's crazy. The competition is fierce. Everyone's trying to go after everything. And now with these STEM features, now that's like a new thing that's going to be on everything controller moving forward. It's just a new way of DJing, which is awesome. It's so much fun to DJ that way. I DJ with the other guy who has Record Box, and he's like, how are you doing that? And because he doesn't have the STEM features, which I think Record Box did come up with their own, but he hasn't updated it yet. I don't know, he's still old fashioned, but it's okay. It's cool. It works, whatever works for him. He's still got an awesome Pioneer controller. But yeah, he doesn't use the STEM features, which I feel like every DJ is taking advantage of right now. I love it. I think every DJ should definitely use it. It makes your mixes sound cleaner. It's really cool ways to get in and out of another song really cool. So you have so many creative more options to now make your mixes sound pretty cool and unique. As long as you know what you're doing, because you still can't do a random mashup if the key is not in the right key of the other beat that you're trying to mix with. It's still going to sound weird, even by making it a cappella or just a beat. So knowing still key and know what songs still blend together nicely is going to make your STEM purposes even sound a lot better. So those are a couple cool features, I guess. So it's a bunch, that we're looking into. So I want to know down in the comments, which controllers are you looking at? Which controllers did you buy or you planning on buying? Because a lot of them are still in back order. A lot of them you can't even get yet, even though they've been out for quite some time. I know there's still a back order on the Rev 7, the Rane 4, and even the Pioneer one as well. The FLX 10 one is still kind of hard to get. So it's all a waiting game now. So I'm just trying to bait. But with summer coming around, everyone kind of needs gear for summer. It's really crazy how controllers kind of coming out so fast, but we're still using speakers from probably 5, 8 years, and they still sound amazing. So it's really crazy how our speakers, I feel like, have more value than our controllers that we always tend to upgrade every couple of years. I mean, they still last, but usually we want the newest and greatest thing. But don't be afraid to use what you use. You don't need the greatest. If your thing still works, if you still have an old rugged turntable and a mixer and it still works for you perfectly, use what you got. You don't need to dish out all the additional features because at the end of it, nobody really cares the equipment that you're using when you're doing an event. It's really, they really don't care because they don't see what you're doing or what it looks like. They're like, oh, it looks cool, yeah, but they're not going to hire you because it looks cool. They want to know how you're blending your songs together, how you are acting with the crowd, how you reading the crowd, how you taking song requests and all of that. So those play the big fields. And another topic that's really big too is streaming music. A lot of people don't like it, but you know what? I used to hate the option of that too, but now I actually like it more and more because most of my venues now, they all have strong Wi-Fi or even my hotspot, and I rarely get those songs in a pinch. So certain songs, if you don't have, instead of going out and buying them all, every single one off iTunes, and it gets costly, you get Beat Source, and it kind of pulls basically 90% of the songs you're going to need. So it's kind of cool that you could still do that and still mix the way you mix usually. So it's streaming, I'm getting used to. The streaming world's getting pretty used to it. So, but this is my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts down in the comment one more time. Which controller are you getting? Which controller do you want? What is the flagship controller in your mind? What features do you think they need and are missing? Because there's just so many. But it's been such a long time. I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers that are still here. and still rocking with me. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I'm out for now. Peace.